In the vast and unpredictable ocean, where humanity has explored mysteries and challenges for thousands of years, there exists a fascinating and enduring tradition: friendship with shipcats. Since the beginning of maritime history, these agile and independent creatures, although naturally terrestrial mammals, have sailed the seas, becoming valued members of naval crews. Their stories have been woven into the fabric of sailing legends. Since the time of ancient Egypt, when they were first welcomed on ships, cats have had two purposes: their unmatched skill in controlling rat infestations to protect essential supplies, and for the structural integrity of the ships. However, more than just practical pest controllers, it is widely believed that their presence brings good luck. A whisper of fortune for the ships and their travelers, as well as protecting them through treacherous waters. More than just pest controllers or lucky charms, these furry friends provide invaluable comfort to sailors struggling against homesickness and the heavy solitude of long voyages. They become silent companions, sources of quiet happiness, and living reminders of home. Sometimes, a cat may become the ship's mascot, a beloved symbol so important that, in rare cases, its image can adorn the ship's emblem, as a testament to the unique and unbreakable bond with the crew. During the tumultuous era of World War II, these ship cats could truly become legends. Their amazing stories were woven into the fabric of naval tales. Amidst the deafening roar of cannons, the tension of torpedo launches, and the ever-present dangers of the open sea, these brave cats stood as pillars of courage, happiness, and comfort. And among these remarkable creatures, there was one cat that created such an extraordinary legacy. This cat would later earn the legendary nickname, Unsinkable Sam. This is the beginning of an amazing story. There was a black and white cat, initially named Oscar, whose life became an incredible testament to survival against impossible odds. His journey began aboard one of the toughest warships of its time, the German battleship Bismarck. Oscar, a brave young Tuxedo cat with sharp eyes, was a quiet companion to an unknown sailor when Bismarck set out on its historic and only mission, Operation Rheinübung, on May 18, 1941. Just a few days later, on May 27, 1941, the mighty Bismarck met a horrific end in a fierce three-day battle against the Royal Navy. The relentless assault destroyed its solid defenses. Of the crew of more than 2,200 souls, only 114 survived the harrowing ordeal. Amidst the chaos of war, among the wreckage and despair, a small glimmer of hope appeared in the distance. A small patch of black and white fur, seen clinging to a piece of debris. It was Oscar. In an extraordinary act of humanity, amidst the harsh realities of war, the crew of the British destroyer HMS Cossack spotted the resilient cat, floating on a piece of wooden plank in the raging sea. They quickly brought it aboard, rescuing it from the cold grip of the Atlantic Ocean. The English sailor aboard HMS Cossack was the one who named the cat Oscar. This name is often spelled Oscar in recognition of its German origins. According to the International Code of Signals, the letter O is the code for man overboard. It was a fitting name for a cat that had defied the depths and was successfully rescued from the grip of the ocean. After that, Oscar became a valued member of the HMS Cossack crew. Oscar served with dedication during the following months as the ship carried out important convoy escort duties across the Mediterranean and the North Atlantic. Oscar became a familiar and calming presence, a silent witness to the daily lives of sailors, sharing their routines, quiet moments of friendship, and the ever-present tension during wartime patrols. His calm demeanor and attitude provided much-needed solace from the grim realities of the great conflict. Unfortunately, the relentless fury or war knew no mercy. On October 24, 1941, while escorting a convoy from Gibraltar back to England, HMS Cossack was hit by a deadly torpedo from the German submarine U-563. The explosion was devastating, tearing off a third of the ship's bow and claiming the lives of 159 crew members. However, against all odds, Oscar survived this horrific attack. Amid the twisted metal and cries for help, he emerged from the rubble, A small, resilient light of life, miraculously Oscar was unhurt. He once again defied death, reinforcing his ever-growing reputation for surviving in unexpected ways. Oscar was subsequently brought ashore to the naval establishment in Gibraltar, a testament to his incredible resilience. Though attempts were made to tow the severely damaged HMS Cossack back to port, worsening weather conditions made the task impossible and had to be abandoned. On October 27th, just 3 days after the torpedo attack, HMS Cossack sank in the sea, west of Gibraltar. The sea, with its brutal strength, had taken another victim. A chapter was closed, a mighty ship was lost. But Oscar's story, miraculously, continued. The nickname Unsinkable Sam was given after Oscar was transferred to the aircraft carrier HMS Ark Royal, which coincidentally played a role in the sinking of the German battleship Bismarck. A strange twist of fate. Perhaps the sailors hoped that Sam's presence could bring luck to their ship, that his remarkable survival could be contagious to this great and powerful vessel. However, it seems that Sam's extraordinary luck was more about his personal survival than the fortunes of the vessels he boarded. When returning from Malta on November 14, 1941, HMS Ark Royal was hit by a torpedo from the German submarine U-81. The giant and powerful ship immediately began to list into the sea, its fate already sealed. As a result of its severely leaking hull, the HMS Ark Royal aircraft carrier ship tilted and gradually sank about 30 miles from Gibraltar. Miraculously, its slow sinking rate allowed almost all of its crew to be rescued. Among the survivors was Unsinkable Sam, who clung to a floating board. Eventually, Sam was rescued by the crew of a motor launch. His demeanor and condition were described as angry but unharmed. The sailors on board watched in awe and disbelief as the small, furry, black and white survivor was brought aboard. The survivors of HMS Ark Royal, including Sam, were transferred to HMS Lightning and HMS Legion, which had rescued the crew of HMS Cossack the previous month. Sam remains a symbol of defiance, a silent witness to the persistence of war at sea. Tragically, both of these rescue ships eventually became casualties of war. HMS Legion sank in 1942 and HMS Lightning in 1943. No ship, no matter how mighty, was immune to the wrath of the sea and the power of the enemy. These events served as a poignant reminder of the immense sacrifices made. The sinking of HMS Ark Royal, however, marked the official end of Sam's remarkable seafaring career. The naval authorities, perhaps realizing the immense fortune, or misfortune, depending on how you viewed it, that seemed to follow this cat, decided it was too risky to put Sam on another vessel. Sam's days of naval adventures were over. From the chaos of the high seas, Sam's journey took a more calm and peaceful turn. He was transferred to the governor of Gibraltar's place, where he enjoyed a period of rest and quiet contemplation. Afterward, the Unsinkable Sam was sent back to the United Kingdom, where he spent the remainder of the war in a place of comfort and safety, the home for sailors in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Here, in Belfast, far from the thunder of battleships and the roar of torpedoes, Sam lived out his days as a silent hero, a living legend who had witnessed some of the most dramatic naval engagements of World War II and emerged victorious from them all. At that time, Sam lived a long and peaceful life. In the end, Sam passed away in 1955. Sam's remarkable spirit has truly earned its rest. Sam's remarkable story, however, has not faded with him. It continues to inspire awe and wonder, a testament to the resilience, luck, and enduring bond between humans and animals. A beautiful pastel portrait of Sam, titled Oscar the Bismarck Cat, painted by artist Georgina Shaw Baker, now resides in the renowned National Maritime Museum in Greenwich, southeast London, England. Georgina Shaw Baker, known for her distinctive portraits of wartime pets, perfectly captures the essence of this extraordinary cat, ensuring his legacy lives on. The amazing story of Oscar, the Unsinkable Sam, is more than just a charming anecdote about a cat who survived multiple shipwrecks. It is a powerful narrative that speaks to the incredible fragility and extraordinary strength of life amidst chaos. It reminds us that even in the darkest times, glimmers of hope and remarkable resilience can emerge. His journey highlights the profound, often unspoken friendship between humans and animals, and how even the smallest and most unassuming creatures can become symbols of the enduring spirit and sources of quiet inspiration. His legacy teaches us that courage comes in many forms, and that even a small cat can embody an indomitable will to live, leaving an astonishing and unforgettable mark on history.